Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, No Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. All right. Welcome there, Shamaguri. You can chant a little bit here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Ain't no ball like me.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Just a second here. Krishna. Krishna Hare 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 Rama. Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay. All right. Let's read a little bit from Chaitanya Bhagavat. Let's see. Let's read the story here. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Read a little music in the background here. That's okay.
Thanks for using.
Okay. This is, Story Sridhar in Majikanda. 341. Story Sridhar. Sri Gaur Sundar is the controller of the universe. However, not for his own sake, but for the benefit of everyone, he has accepted the garb of sannyasi. All glories to the son of Jagannath Mishra and Mother Sachi, and all glories to his Sankirtan movement. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, the very life of Lord Nityananda and Gadadhar Pandit. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, the very life of Lord Nityananda and Gadadhar Pandit. He is the most beloved of Advaita Charya. Srivas Pandit, Jagadananda Pandit, Haridas Thakur, Bakreshwar Pandit, and Pundarik Vijayanidhi, Vasudev and Sri Garba. He is the most beloved of Advaita Charya and Srivas Pandit, etc. Be merciful, O Lord, and look upon every living entity graciously. Be merciful, O Lord, and look upon every living entity graciously. May the Lord and all his associates be glorified. May the Lord and all his associates be glorified. For by hearing about the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, one immediately attains the supreme goal of devotion, love for Krishna. Please listen attentively to this narration of Majjhikanda, because it depicts the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Please listen attentively to this narration of the Majjhikanda, because it depicts the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Hear now the description of Lord Chaitanya's Mahaprakash Leela, his great revelation, for this fulfills the desires of all Vaishnavas. The Lord manifested the glorious Sata Pariya Bhava, the 21 hours of devotional ecstasies. In this pastime, he wonderfully revealed his different incarnations, his astonishing feasting, and freely gave away pure Krishna prema. He wonderfully revealed his different incarnations, his astonishing feasting, and freely gave away pure Krishna prema to the devotees. All the Vaishnavas honored the Lord in a grand bathing ceremony known as Raja Rajeshvara, which is fit only for the most powerful kings of the universe. One day, Lord Gaurasundar came to Srivas Pandit's house, accompanied by Nityananda, who was beside himself with joy. Gradually, all the Vaishnavas assembled there. Gaurasundar, who was engrossed internally, looked about himself, just as a regal personality surveys his surroundings with intensely powerful glances. The devotees could perceive the Lord's mood, and immediately they started a loud kirtan. On previous days, the Lord would dance in ecstasy of the devotee servant of the Supreme Lord. Then, changing that mood momentarily, he would reveal his identity as the omnipotent Supreme Lord. That mood would also quickly change, and he would again revert to the mood of a devotee. However, today, to the good fortune of the assembled devotees, The Lord stood up as if to dance as usual, but then instead sat on the throne of Sri Vishnu. On previous occasions, the Lord would sit on Sri Vishnu's throne, immersed in devotional ecstasy, as if unaware of his own conduct. Not so today. He did not conceal his real identity with the cloak of his internal energy, but instead sat on the throne continuously for 21 hours. The devotees stood in front of him with folded hands and hearts effervescent with joy. It was a wonderful sight, and the devotees were fully content. Spontaneously expressed, "We have entered Vaikuntha." The Lord sat amidst all as the Lord of Vaikuntha, and everyone present became free from the influence of the material illusory potency. Lord Chaitanya instructed, "Sing that bathing song." The devotees were very pleased and began to sing. I'm going to catch another mood of the Lord here. It's kind of in this opulence here. Here's one. Let's try this out. The Wonders of Lord Nityananda, Chapter 12 of Madhyakanta. All glories to Vishvambara, the Lord and Master of all the Vaishnavas. Please give us devotional service unto you and make us your surrendered devotees. Nityananda performed many wonderful pastimes with Sri Chaitanya in Navadvip. Nityananda did innumerable extraordinary deeds engrossed in the ecstasy of love of Krishna. Like a little boy, he went about his work with simple enthusiasm. He spoke always very sweetly. He spoke always very sweetly to the devotees. He met and danced. He met and danced, laughed, and sang to himself in bliss. He met, danced, laughed, and sang to himself in bliss. Sometimes moved to an outburst of ecstasy, he roared loudly, astonishing one and all. He sometimes jumped and swam in crocodile-infested, swelling, hissing monsoon waters of the Ganga. Fearless and carefree, everyone gasped with consternation. But Nityananda swam about in the waters, laughing and splashing. He swam about in the mood of Anantasesh, feeling completely at home in the waters of the Ganga, while the spectator devotees held their breath in anxiety. At times, Nityananda became so surcharged with ecstasy in love of Krishna that he went into an unconscious trance lasting 3 to 4 days. These are some of the inconceivable pastimes of the Lord. They are endless and eternal, and I am incapable of describing them all. One day, Sri Chaitanya was sitting alone when Nityananda came to him completely naked, chuckling like a child. His eyes and pure face were twinkling, and tears of limitless joy cascaded down his cheeks. He went about repeating the sentence with loud peals of thunder, like loud peals of thunder. My Lord and Master is Nimai Pandit. My Lord and Master is Nimai Pandit. My Lord and Master is Nimai Pandit. My of Nadia. Nimai Pandit of Nadia. Sri Chaitanya smiled, amused at the sight of Nityananda's large and brilliant, beautifully formed, and completely bare frame. Hastily, Sri Chaitanya removed the cloth from his own head and wrapped it around Nitai. But Nitai continued to chuckle as if as if nothing had happened. Chaitanya then smeared perfume on his body, decorating him with a flower garland, and began to loudly glorify Nityananda. Your name is Nityananda, and so also your form and demeanor are always eternal and blissful. You are Nityananda now, as you were Balaram before. No one can interrupt the ecstatic and unlimited joy you experience. As your name suggests, in everything you do, whether it be walking, eating, or otherwise, ordinary men cannot appreciate your transcendental potencies. You are always to be found where Lord Krishna is present. Krishna is eternal and is the absolute truth, and so are you, since you are his eternal associate. Nityananda is perpetually relishing the nectar of loving devotion to Sri Chaitanya, and all his words and deeds are fulfilling Chaitanya's innermost desire. Sri Chaitanya said to him, "For a long time I have one unfulfilled desire. I would like to have your kopan, loincloth, and dress." Saying this, Chaitanya went and brought a kopan of Nityananda Prabhu, and then tore it in many long strips. Yeah, I'm going to end here. I've got a few things I got to do here. So we'll end here, come back later. I got to move a little bit. Yeah, remember that there, Janaki. My Lord and Master is Nimai Pandit of Nadia. Okay. Hare Krishna, everybody. We'll be back in a little bit later.